Anger is a fire that burns the one who holds it. The samurai, Japan's legendary warriors, understood this deeply. For them, mastery over emotion was not just a discipline, it was a matter of life and death. A single outburst could lead to dishonor, defeat, or even death. In modern times, while we rarely face such dire consequences, anger still destroys relationships, careers, and inner peace. By adopting the samurai's mindset, we can learn to never get angry again. The samurai cultivated emotional detachment. The samurai trained to observe their emotions without being ruled by them. They saw anger as a temporary storm, something to witness, not something to become. In modern terms, this is like mindfulness. When someone cuts you off in traffic, instead of erupting, you observe the anger rising and let it pass. You recognize that the other driver's actions are not a personal attack, but a reflection of their own haste or distraction. They respected the power of silence. A samurai knew that words spoken in anger could never be taken back. In heated moments, they practiced mokuso, meditative silence, rather than reacting impulsively. Today, if a coworker insults you in a meeting, the samurai approach is to pause, breathe, and respond later with clarity, not vengeance. Silence is not weakness, it is control. They saw anger as a strategic weakness. In a battle, anger clouds judgment. A samurai who lost his temper would make reckless moves and die. Similarly, in modern life, anger leads to poor decisions. Sending an angry email, quitting a job in rage, or saying something unforgivable to a loved one. The samurai would ask, is this emotion serving me, or is it my enemy? They practiced Bushido, the way of discipline. Bushido, the samurai code, demanded self-mastery. A warrior did not indulge in petty emotions. Modern life offers endless triggers: social media arguments, rude strangers, workplace politics. But like a samurai, we must ask, does reacting serve my higher purpose? If not, let it go. They channeled anger into purpose. When a samurai felt rage, he transformed it into focused action, training harder, refining his skills. Today, instead of yelling at an unfair boss, channel that energy into improving your resume or starting a business. Anger, when directed properly, becomes fuel for greatness. They understood the illusion of control. A samurai knew he could not control others, only his response. If a rival insulted him, he remained unmoved, knowing that his honor was not defined by others. In modern terms, if someone spreads rumors about you, reacting angrily only gives them power. The samurai would stay composed, knowing truth prevails. They embraced death to fully live. Samurai meditated on death, memento mori, to appreciate life's fragility. When you realize how short life is, petty anger seems meaningless. A modern application: before getting angry at your spouse for forgetting an errand, ask, would this matter if one of us died tomorrow? They respected all encounters as lessons. Every opponent was a teacher. Even an insult was a chance to practice patience. Today, if a stranger is rude, instead of retaliating, think, this person is testing my discipline. Will I pass? They valued honor. Over pride, pride demands retaliation. Honor demands integrity. A samurai would not duel over an insult unless his honor was truly at stake. Similarly, in modern life, not every slight requires a response. Letting go is true strength. They mastered the pause between stimulus and response between an event and your reaction. There is a split second of choice. The samurai trained to lengthen that pause. When your partner says something hurtful, instead of firing back, take 3 breaths. Respond, don't react. They saw themselves as always in training. A samurai never stopped refining his mind. Modern life is our dojo. Traffic jams, office politics, family disputes. These are not annoyances, but training grounds for unshakable calm. They knew that forgiveness was power. Holding anger is like drinking poison and expecting the other person to die. The samurai forgave not for others, but for their own peace. In modern life, forgiving someone who wronged you frees you, not them. They chose their battles wisely. Not every fight was worth dying for. Today, ask, is this argument worth my energy? Most aren't. They cultivated inner stillness through ritual tea ceremonies, calligraphy, meditation. These practices centered the mind. Modern equivalents? Exercise, journaling, or simply sitting in silence each morning. They realized anger is a choice. Ultimately, the samurai knew that no one makes you angry. You choose to be. Mastery over emotion is true power. Final thought. The samurai did not suppress anger. They transcended it. In a world designed to provoke outrage, their wisdom is more vital than ever. Anger is not strength, calm is. Choose the way of the warrior, and you will never be angry again.